Hey everybody, this is Shepherd. This time with a brave not gun lance, brave greatsword run through. You may have already seen the gun lance walkthrough. And this time I'm going to show a interesting approach to the greatsword. Many people that try out the greatsword for the first time really want to focus on just doing level 3 charges every single time and will ignore opportunities or end up getting punished for getting a little greedy. So this was my attempt at using a very focused critical draw set in Monster Hunter Double Cross. This is against a G-rank Barioth. Skills in the set: critical draw, focus, critical boost, blight proof, which doesn't really come into play at all, and quick sheath. Oh, as well as punishing draw. And that punishing draw is really kind of a big part of this set, in that if you're playing this solo or in a group, the more you hit the monster in the head with a draw attack, the more likely you are going to be able to KO it. If you're doing pretty well, you should be able to get 1, maybe even 2 KOs off in a quest. Now, this is a pretty bad way to start off the quest. Trust me, I get warmed up and things go pretty well afterwards. And so around this point, download has been completed. And we're going to take every flinch, every opportunity we can, and we're just going to focus on a draw slash. Now, it's important to really consider what damage are you getting from your attacks, right? So we know a draw slash does 47% of our motion value, which gets warped a little bit, right? In this current setup, anytime we do a draw slash, especially when we're not in Brave, we're getting our critical draw, we're also getting our critical boost, we're also getting our punishing draw, right? So as we slowly approach Monster Hunter World, this may be a style that you may want to consider. Many of those skills will probably be in World, so this may be something that you're looking at like, oh, I didn't realize the greatsword could be that mobile, and it can. So other than our critical draw, which we know does 47% of our motion value, we also can do a charge into a strong charge once we've entered Brave mode. So that does, I think it's about 120% motion value multiplied by 1.3, which is really crazy when you start adding in critical draw and critical boost. And so depending on the amount of time we have, we always want to make sure we get at least a hit off when we can. So we're not going to always go for the Brave slash or Brave strong charge when we can. We'll mix those two attacks up. It's worth considering that when you chain 2 critical draws together, which takes, slightly more time than 1 critical strong charge, you're still almost doing just as much damage. Remember, we get a bonus 5 raw to our punishing draw. Probably the luckiest part of the whole fight, where I start doing a strong charge backwards and he just kind of moves his face into range. But I'll take it. And I thought Barioth would be a good choice, right? Barioth in Monster Hunter Double Cross is maybe the most mobile this monster has ever been. He's got many attacks where he will immediately go into a rush at you. He actually has, I think, a zero delay he will attack he will do at times as well, which can make it a little bit challenging. You can see, like, I'm really trying not to get greedy. Whenever I see an opportunity to just get a slash in, unless I'm positive I'm going to get a strong charge off, I just go for the draw slash. Given enough time, given enough memorization, certainly given enough runs, I could optimize this, right? I could be even faster because I could be landing in those strong charges when I get the chance. But, as I said before in the Gunlance walkthrough, the attack you get off is always better than the attack that misses, right? Learning not to get greedy is as important in this game as it is in many games. Of course, Brave is letting us do some pretty broken things that you probably won't be able to do in World. Probably won't be able to just completely ignore monsters when they attack you. That being said, if you were able to gem in or just had on the armor evasion +2, actually, those are a lot of attacks we could probably evade through. So, you might have been tempted, if you were using Brave Greatsword there, and he was tripped like that, to want to go into the strong charge, right? So that's the non-Brave, that's the, you've already drawn your weapon, you're going to go into a strong charge, which actually is a very interesting attack, because you can hit A and you'll rush forward. I don't even think I demonstrated it all here. But you have to think about how much time you have, right? So I may have been able to do a strong charge at a level 1 charge, or because of the ability to cut down on the delay of attacks, I was able to do a level 3 Brave charge, right? And I felt pretty good about that. I felt like that was okay. Right, there's our completely uncharged strong charge attack. Again, if you hit A while you're charging that up, you do rush forward. It's not really demonstrated at all, but if I do another Greatsword walkthrough against a different monster, I'll try and make sure it's a monster where that attack gets used a lot. Usually against something where if you were to hit the leg and they were to fall over, like a Thunderlord Zinogre, you see that a lot more. Again, the tail is a weak spot, right? So we take that when we can get that. And again, you know, I probably could have gone up another level of charge there, maybe a level 2, level 3 charge. But I didn't take it because I just wanted to be safe. And so that's a pretty quick run, right? 6 minutes and change against a monster that is actually normally pretty difficult. But of course, with a pretty decent set, right? We've got a Mantis Greatsword and Black X, which I think could be done at G3. We turn out with a pretty decent time, definitely well below sub 10. I'm sure somebody with great luck and better timing could probably even get sub 5 on this. I know I missed plenty of hits there that probably would have staggered him a little bit more and done more damage over time. So, again, here's just a little demonstration of the Greatsword, a little bit of analysis on it, right? Kind of just a reminder, you know, World's coming out relatively soon now. A lot of people are going to be rushing to the Greatsword, as well they should. It is an excellent weapon. Just learn, don't get greedy, right? Don't get greedy, get your draw hits when you can. Especially if you're able to gem in critical draw, focus, punishing draw. It's okay. It's a good play style. It's an effective play style. It's a play style where you're not going to be getting hit as much, right? So the less time you spend healing is the more time you can spend attacking. I think I used a total of 1 max potion in that quest, and it worked out pretty well. So until next time, this is Shepherd saying good luck and have a good hunt.